Do you remember that moment when Monique just went all out on Shannon and didn't hold anything back? She really gave him a piece of her mind, and it was something you had to see.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Shannon Sharpe really should have paid attention when Monique tried to set him straight, because now he's knee-deep in some serious trouble. Whew, Shannon has been going through it these past few days, and honestly, it's turning into a full-on disaster. Just recently, a woman filed a lawsuit against him, accusing Shannon of some heavy stuff, claiming that he assaulted her and got physical during their relationship. The allegations are pretty wild, and the streets are buzzing that this might just be the beginning of a major fall from grace for him. Shannon's scrambling to get lawyers involved and shut everything down. But from the looks of it, things aren't exactly swinging in his favor. Honestly, he might want to get Monique on speed dial because at this point, she might be the only one who can help pull him out of this mess. Now, here's the real tea. Did Shannon actually try to offer the alleged victim $10 million to keep quiet? And is he really guilty? Or is this just another messy shakedown? Let's break it all the way down. One thing about Monique, she'll crack a joke, but she won't ever lie. When she rolled up to Club Shay Shay last year, she didn't hesitate to call Shannon out about his strange habit of dating much younger women.
Oh, girl, you don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Looks like Shannon really didn't listen to Monique's advice, and now he's in deep. He's being sued by a woman named Gabriella, who claims they were in a relationship from 2023 until early this year. According to her, she was only 19 when they started, and Shannon was 54. As soon as people heard that, the red flags started popping up. To put it into perspective, Shannon's youngest child would have been around 29 or 30 at the time, so Gabriella would be about 10 or 11 years younger than his own kids. Sure, everything might have been legal, but it definitely raises some serious eyebrows. Now let's dive into the real tea. Gabriella originally filed the lawsuit under the name Jane Doe, trying to keep her identity anonymous, but that didn't last long because Shannon's legal team went ahead and named her directly in their response, and that's when her name hit the streets. In the lawsuit, Gabriella didn't hold back. She accused Shannon of being manipulative, controlling, and even claimed he assaulted her violently from behind on 2 separate occasions, October 2024 and January 2025, ignoring her pleas to stop. She detailed moments of alleged threats and physical abuse, saying Shannon refused to take no for an answer even when she was sobbing. According to Gabriella, things started out normal. They met at a gym in LA, had a consensual relationship for about 2 years, but somewhere along that line, things allegedly took a dark turn. She claimed Shannon became cruel, threatening her life when she tried to share her location with friends, and it gets even messier. Gabriella also accused Shannon of recording their private moments, sometimes with her consent, and other times, allegedly, without her even knowing. She said he claimed the videos were for his personal use, but now she's accusing him of showing those recordings to his friends. Of course, Shannon wasn't staying quiet. Through his lawyer, he fired back, hard, denying all allegations and releasing actual text messages Gabriella allegedly sent him. And these texts? They were far from innocent, full-blown, explicit, and graphic, enough to make you do a double take. Shannon wasn't letting Gabriella's side be the only story in the streets. When those text messages dropped, they were a lot to process. In the texts, Gabriella said things like, "I want you to put a collar around my neck and hold it tight while we're together. I know you miss me, 25 kaylas for each side, but only if you stay close to me. Then you can do whatever you want to me. I want to get closer to you in every way, and then marry you. You're my person. I want to start a family with you. You. Better want it because once you do, it's for life." Yeah, the messages were extremely graphic, with no sugarcoating. What stood out was Gabriella's repeated focus on starting a family, which, in this context, felt a bit uncomfortable and inappropriate. Considering Gabriella is white, the way she worded her messages gave off awkward and problematic vibes, leaning heavily into uncomfortable territory without needing to go into detail. Back to Shannon. His legal team didn't stop at the texts. They released an official statement calling Gabriella's lawsuit a blatant and cynical attempt to get money from him. According to Shannon's side, Gabriella and her lawyer, Tony Busby, tried to pressure him for millions. Shannon's team said Gabriella secretly recorded one of their private moments, but the video had been heavily edited to twist the story. They insist the relationship was consensual between 2 adults, involving role-playing and fantasy discussions that Gabriella herself requested. The statement was clear. Shannon denies all claims of wrongdoing and misconduct, and is ready to take this to court, expecting to be cleared once all the facts come out, but Shannon wasn't done. He later posted a video directly accusing Tony Busby, yes, the same lawyer who had previously targeted other celebrities, of trying to blackmail him. Shannon alleged that Busby was preparing to release edited recordings to make him look bad. Even more shocking, Gabriella and Busby are reportedly demanding a massive $50 million in damages.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
At this point, Tony Busby finally responded, claiming Shannon had offered Gabriella $10 million during mediation to avoid the lawsuit. He wrote, "Back in early February, our office reached out to Mr. Sharpe on behalf of Jane Doe and suggested a meeting. Multiple conversations followed, which eventually led to a mediation. Mr. Sharpe was represented by different lawyers during that process. The mediation lasted over 6 weeks and resulted in Mr. Sharpe making a very substantial offer to settle. However, Doe rejected the large sum offered by Sharpe and chose to move forward with filing the case." Busby also addressed the text messages Shannon's legal team had released, claiming they were old messages sent before the incidents Gabriella described. He said, "Every text Mr. Sharpe's counsel released today, supposedly from Jane Doe, is dated before the incidents outlined in her case. These texts were obviously shared to distract the public from the real allegations in the lawsuit. It won't work." But Busby wasn't done responding to Shannon's claims. Not long after Shannon posted his video accusing Busby of blackmail, Busby retaliated by releasing an audio recording where Shannon can allegedly be heard making threats toward Gabriella.
"Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like..."
I'm not gonna hang up on you. It is what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Things aren't looking too good for Shannon after the release of the audio. Tony Busby responded by saying, "The contents of this clip are certainly not playful. They are disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous. The audio paints a very clear picture of how Shannon allegedly treated Jane Doe, to the point where she felt the need to leave Nevada and block all contact with him." Busby also stuck to his earlier claims about Shannon offering Gabriella $10 million to settle, stating, "On one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his lawyers are claiming that the case filed by Jane Doe is without merit. Yet, on the other hand, they now admit that Mr. Sharpe offered Jane Doe $10 million in writing to avoid her lawsuit." According to Busby, Jane Doe rejected the offer and decided to go ahead with the lawsuit. He also accused Shannon's team of trying to discredit and intimidate her, saying, "Mr. Sharpe and his team are now, as expected, attacking me, but we won't be deterred by these tactics." Shannon's lawyer wasn't having it, though. He fired back, claiming the timing of the lawsuit was highly suspicious, pointing out that Gabriella filed her claims just one day before news broke that Shannon was about to sign a massive media deal worth over $100 million for his Club Shay Shay podcast. The lawyer said, "She knew Mr. Sharpe was about to receive a very lucrative contract and took advantage of it. This is, in my opinion, a classic case of blackmail. This whole situation has turned into a mess, and as we mentioned before, maybe Shannon should have listened to Monique." Fans have been vocal about it, with some commenting things like, "Shannon Sharpe, 54 years old, retired, successful, messing with a 19-year-old. Monique warned him, and now look where we are. Age 30 and up would have made more sense." Others are expressing their concerns, saying things like, "A black woman, I feel like we should just sit this one out." Monique warned him, a 19-year-old saying, "Put a big black baby in me." That should have made him rethink his choices. Anyways, I want to know what you think about this whole situation in the comments below. And don't forget to check out this next video.